Mute.
God, mute that forever.
I know. When Gigi said it this episode, I was like, if I have to hear another person say hunky dory, I'd never heard it before Kathy Hilton, and now I hear it everywhere. The second she comes back and she's chill because she smoked and she doesn't care anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Sky is like, oh, she's high, so no one gives up. Did you catch that?
There were some things that I genuinely agreed with her on, and then she acted like that, and I was like, oh, girl, I am just thoroughly disgusted with you. I hope you choke and get food poisoning and all that terrible.
Ooh, damn. The Valley isn't about friendship.
It's about surviving group dinners with people who know entirely too much about your relationship.
Welcome to reality in 5D.
Where the lawns are manicured.
And the group chats are weaponized. Let's spill. Oh man, picking up where we left off at the Valley Purge's dinner party from hell.
Dinner party from hell, yeah.
Denis party from hell, if you will.
Ha ha ha, I see what you did there.
Yes. Gigi freaking out, needing to get up and leave the table to smoke. Okay, I understand. But when she talks about the expectation of Denis showing up with roses and an apology, and she got none.
Just like that she wanted the marquee board and everything. She has very high expectations for him, and he does not deliver anything.
Well, I mean, what do you expect for someone that you were married to for a week and then had it annulled and then he was engaged to your friend?
And for someone who talks mad shit about him, and clearly her friends all have her back, even though they don't agree with how she has gone about that whole situation, what she did and her part, but they have her back, and she still puts them in positions like that where she doesn't even warn anyone he's coming and he just shows up and stays.
And did you notice that when she walked away to go smoke and clear her head, Sky was the first person who had an issue with her walking away to go do that, and immediately starts talking shit to the table when earlier that day they sat out together and had the conversation. You even commended Sky and talked about how she appreciated her coming to her and she respected that, and that if she ever had an issue just to do that, she didn't want to find out people were talking about it before she arrived or whatever. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And the first thing Sky does that night is talk shit the second Gigi walks away to everyone at the table. And then the second she comes back and she's chill because she smoked and she doesn't care anymore. Mm-hmm. Sky is like, oh, she's high, so no one gives a fuck. Did you catch that? I'm like, why are you so bothered?
She has been really bothered by Glonessa. Well, honestly, maybe it was the whole bringing the ex-husband to the dinner party. I had some issues with Glonessa too. None of them were about smoking, but they all were about her life decisions and choices she was making, and then having everybody else do the dirty work for her. It came off very self-unaware. And then when she would fault him for things, and I'm like, why did you bring him? Why? You're acting like, oh, he's going to stay. And no one told him that he could stay and do all these things.
Well, that's the
girl,
thing.
You invited him.
That's the thing, because she didn't just bring him to dinner. She invited him back to the house, and he stayed and slept on the couch, and he was there the next day. And out of nowhere, he's part of the gang.
Yeah.
Almost. That literally just grilled him at the dinner table. And I also found it interesting. Well, I wasn't shocked, but when Gigi talks about her anger issues and how she sought help for her anger issues, she was talking about how she had an issue with Reza, and it was I think 2016 they showed.
Oh, yeah.
She checked herself into 2 facilities, and she said that the anger still creeps in. And I mean, we've seen that because the very next day she gets into another verbal altercation with Denis. I don't understand. Yeah. And that's when Sky's like, well, you invited him. The problem is you. And
I kind of agreed with her in that aspect.
When she's like, he's here, I just want to be business. I want to do business. I want to talk business.
Not smart.
Why does Gigi need Denis for this business?
That's what I'm saying.
When she's the face all over the brand.
And if you guys can't even coexist or get along, you don't need to be in business together either.
Mm-hmm.
You can't separate those feelings clearly. And if you have trouble managing your anger, then you should not be working with someone that you can't separate those feelings for.
She doesn't just have trouble separating the anger or well, she's good at walking away, but she can't control that situation clearly because he showed up and he stayed, and she couldn't tell him that she wasn't comfortable with him being there anymore.
She shouldn't have
She had
invited
to
him.
have
It wasn't her place to invite him. It wasn't her party. It wasn't her birthday. She wasn't throwing that event. She had no place inviting him.
and it took Bombshed and Adam to kick him out.
Yeah.
And Adam's like, "Oh, did you get a hotel before coming here?"
Awkward.
And Dennis is like, "Say no more." And I feel like you brought this point up when we were watching, but I feel like Gigi brought him here to embarrass him.
I do too.
And it
she
was
did.
completely on purpose.
I'm not like advocating for him. I'm just saying, like, I don't know why. It was like, did she do that for the drama? It was really too calculated. It was too premeditated, and I didn't like it.
I agree.
It
Which
made her
she
look
does
bad.
apologize.
It was
so
making me really frustrated with her for a while. It wasn't until she apologized that everyone at the dinner that I was like, oh, thank God. Like, I have some kind of respect for you because I can see that you are more self-aware than I was. I was like, girl, like, you are not checked in. Like, you are being just as bad as everyone is accusing Sky of being, so self-involved that you're treating other people terribly and you would never expect them to treat you that way. So to hear her apologize, I was like, oh, okay, thank you.
And that's kind of the thing with the Sag, because they can go crazy, but then they pull you back in and they're like,
The
you see the other
self-awareness is
side.
refreshing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Because I feel like this is her show.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone kind of rallies around her.
Well, and she's a pro. You know what I mean? You can tell she's been in front of the camera. She knows how to turn it on. She's like, okay, this is a drama moment. I'm going to be as loud as possible. I don't care who's in the
That's
restaurant.
why I know she brought Denis just for the drama because
Agreed.
that was so inappropriate on every level.
I agree.
He
I
came
agree.
in banging his hand on the table like, oh my God, that was too planned.
It was planned. And I feel like the whole Sky situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone's like, Sky, your expectations are too high. And she admits that, right? But I don't think I feel like it's all an act.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm all about manifest, live the life that you want, like, do what you got to do to build it to get there. But the way that she does it is so vapid. I can't relate. I can't stand her. And she acts like the Valley is trash. Like,
And she's
honestly.
on a show literally called The Valley.
Like Gigi said, she broke the fourth wall to be like, girl, you are on a show called The Valley.
And she's like, I didn't say anything bad about it. Literally, her 5 minutes ago was like, I hate the vibes. I hate the people. I hate the food. I hate everything is wrong with it. Like, she trashed The Valley and then tried to be like, nothing's wrong with it. Oh, well, your reasonings for wanting to leave were like everything about the Valley, nothing about like your preference.
Well, and even Reza being like, you would think you were Persian royalty. Like, you're not. The Kardashians live in the Valley, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? Like, who do you think, like, you and not putting them above anyone, but they're also a reality TV star who I would assume on reality TV makes more than,
Yeah.
what's her name again? Sky. You know, like, I don't.
Sky does not have a job.
She makes jewelry, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I feel
forgot.
it's sad because her best friend, right, Tannen,
Uh-huh.
she herself said, Sky doesn't care about others the way she wants them to care about her. And that, I was like, damn, when your best friend says that about you, you need to take a look inward.
Yeah.
She even talks about how, like, she gave her that serum and she put it on the dog. Like, and she
Yeah.
took that as a slap in the face. And I get it. That's her brand. It's something that she's worked hard on. It was incredibly rude. And that's Sky's MO. And I think she thinks it's cute. I don't even feel like it's an edit. And I clock an edit. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, okay, this feels like I'm being told to believe this about this person. I believe what Sky's giving us.
Yeah.
She was immediately rude, called the meat chewy. When she's eating, like, the husband sat and cooked, he put her up in this house. She didn't have to pay. You know what I mean? They've done all of these things for this family, all of the families there, really. And he cooked her a meal, and the first thing out of her mouth, Gigi's like, oh, the chef should have the first bite. Immediately, Sky's like, ew, too chewy. It's like she knows everything. Oh my god! And did you catch? She knows everything about Air One. She knows everyone at Air One, and anyone who knows anything about Air One, and the owners of Air One, and the bagger at Air One, and the person who wrote the word Air One. I'm like, what?
Okay, we all went through. Wasn't that such like a 2020 dive? Like that was like big when COVID was the thing.
I'm
It was
not
like
even
everyone
phased.
was learning about Air One all at the same time, and we're like, oh my god, it's overpriced everything. This is ridiculous.
It wasn't even that crazy.
And then it became like a staple, like almost like a touristy thing. Like you had to see Air One for yourself. But like now, I don't get the hype.
Go to a Whole Foods, go to Gelson's. Like even RJ's, like I shop at Ralph's. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what are you getting at Air One that you can't get there? Is it from like the little cafe bar or like what is it? Because the rest of it is like products you can get at
She
any
likes
other store.
the illusion of wealth that shopping at Air One makes her feel.
Of course, that's why she knows the manager and everyone that works there. She wants them to think she is like God.
Which isn't a flex to me, okay?
No, it's so
yeah,
weird.
I'm like, huh.
She wants people to worship her.
She wants to move. She wants a bigger house.
Is she a Leo? Did we find out what is
Oh,
her
I did get
birthday?
Leo vibes. She doesn't want to move, or Bombshed doesn't want to move. She wants to move because she wants a bigger house. She hates the house. Did you catch that?
But she just wants all the clout.
But really, she just hates the valley.
She must have a friend who does better than her that she compares her life to.
Oh, there were several.
And
What was
doesn't
the
live
one?
in the valley and probably like
Wasn't it
dismiss the
Celia?
valley, so now she has to dismiss that.
A couple
okay, so
episodes
that makes
back,
sense.
they were like,
Yeah,
Celia.
see?
She wants Celia's life. That's why she threw the party at that house.
That's exactly why.
It's sad. She's got like that imposter syndrome or whatever it is. I'm deep diving back into our
I mean,
notes
you
to
can
try to
tell
find-
the people who respond and react like that, it's like secret jealousy. It's just keeping up with the Joneses kind of thing.
Mhm.
Everyone wants what they can't have.
Sky is a Capricorn and Bombshed is a Taurus. Ugh. Yeah, actually, it makes a lot of sense. And did you hear her say, I'm not snobby? And Gigi's like, girl, I love you, but girl. I was like,
there were so many people at that table who almost choked on their food when she said that.
well, you're not even good at being snobby.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You're actually just a bitch. Like, you don't... Snobby...
It makes me think you're already living beyond your means.
Exactly.
And you're trying to do that, again, for an image, but you're just going to be, like, up to debt, like, up to your eyeballs in debt, basically.
Well, and Reza's a messy queen. And Reza immediately was ready to go in on Sky because he doesn't like Sky. And Sky was nitpicking how he set the table before.
She was nitpicking
She nitpicks
everyone.
everything. Yeah, she's a Capricorn. And so he was ready to go. But he was ready to throw other people's shit out there. Like her best friend Tannen. Which obviously, if the best friend is talking shit, that's an easy card to throw on the table. Because if your best friend's talking shit, it's a real problem. Like, never mind the rest of us are talking shit. But your best friend agrees. Or your husband agrees.
Say, I don't know. Her husband stayed very silent.
He did. But Reza brings up, he's like, what did you do with Tannen's serum? And she immediately was mad because she knew that Tannen had brought that to Reza.
But Tannen, for you to be like, hold on, and like try to own that, like, no, he already dropped that bomb.
And she stopped Reza and Tannen and she said, have you ever paid for my jewelry? And Tannen's like, yes.
That was so messed up.
It was. And then she goes, retail? I'm like, please, girl, are you kidding? No one even knows who you're... Well, please, I will have the stats for her jewelry line by the next Valley episode we put out. Because I need to know how much that business makes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get where this level of pomp and circumstance and the attitude she has, I don't get where it comes from. Maybe we should have watched the Shaws to understand better. I don't know. Was she on that? I don't know. But... I don't get it from her.
I don't know either.
Because real money, wealth whispers. They don't... It's not the way she's acting.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Debt up to her eyeballs. She's living beyond her means. It just is giving. I'm sorry.
But even Tannen's like, I spent thousands of dollars on her jewelry. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
So that sucks.
And to be called out like... She gave you those basically for free?
Well, and her husband even, Bombshed, he was silent. He didn't say a word. And then Gigi's like, don't be condescending. And Sky's like, shut up, this and this, like having her Erica Jane moment, which, honey, you'll never be. You don't have that backbone. You know, you're just a snob. Yeah. And she's snapping at everybody, and Gigi's like, allow me to back your chair out so you can walk away. I was like, yes.
Yeah, she needed to go.
Get it. So and she popped. And honestly, like, Gigi can flip that switch. So she may have her messy moments, but
she had ignited every flame at that table. Every fireside got up and was like pissed at her.
I agree.
Every single one was going off on her. Like, how dare you?
I mean, it was a lot.
Yeah, she got burned.
She did. She got what she needed. I don't know that she fully felt the burn yet.
She will. When she wakes up with second and third degree burns.
And a blister?
Yeah.
That's right. All right, well, let's play a little game of keep it cute or put it on mute. Keep it cute or put it on mute. Hunky dory.
Oh, God, mute that forever.
I know. When Gigi said it this episode, I was like, if I have to hear another person say hunky dory, I'd never heard it before Kathy Hilton, and now I hear it everywhere.
You've never heard of hunky dory?
Is that the blue fish off of
what?
Off Finding Nemo?
That was just Dory, not hunky dory.
I swear, I thought that's where all of it came from.
Oh my gosh, no. Hunky dory is like an old saying, isn't it? I thought it was like one of those, like, what was like the Andy Griffith show, like in those days, you know, and they're like, everything's all hunky dory, like A-OK. That's like what that meant.
Yeah, no. I had no clue.
It's like a boomer silent generation thing, I'm pretty sure.
Well, we're muting it either way.
Yeah.
So it doesn't exist anymore.
Only Kathy Hilton would know of hunky dory and Page 6.
All right, well, keep it cute or put it on mute. Erwan.
Oh, I like Erwan. Erwan is cute. To be obsessed with Erwan for like some kind of status symbol is needing to be muted. Yeah.
Mute. Keep it cute or put it on mute. Living in the valley. I like the valley.
It's cute.
Yeah, that's what it feels more like, neighborhoody, residential. I mean, you've got like Calabasas is in the valley. You've got Hidden Hills. Like, people are over here acting like the valley is like peasant is beyond to me.
We are bougie, but we are not pompous or pretentious.
So I think the valley's cute.
We're going to keep it cute.
Yes. Agreed. I mean, come on. I'm wearing YSL shoes. Can we be civilized? Isn't that what like Reza said?
Yes.
The other Reza, though, talking to that other blonde girl, Courtney, to make him feel, or to make Gigi jealous, and then walking around posing in his underwear for attention. Was it not RJ episode 1 that's like, I'm not a fuckboy? And you're acting like a fuckboy.
Anymore. He said anymore. Anymore just symbolizes
you're still a fuckboy.
That's like the smokers who are like, I just quit smoking. I'm a non-smoker. And that lasts for like 2 days and then they're back to smoking. Yeah. So they were never a non-smoker. They just went through a break, basically.
And ran out of Nicorette gum and they were over it.
That's RJ. Yeah.
Literally. But I felt like the blonde, Courtney, I felt like it was all for show and for the show.
I don't know. I kind of believed him when he said she brought that dude, so it wasn't like he was going to be able to put any moves down. And so he found his own. He's like, yep, she was there. She's cute. You know, he was able to get a girl. Why not? Also, if it does make her jealous, then, you know, double bonus. So,
TV.
Yeah, I really believe that. I thought that was pretty authentic. Now, when Gigi said she doesn't get jealous, I did not believe that.
Oh, you're kidding me, Gigi. Girl, I love you, but girl, Gigi.
Come on.
You literally drugged that bitch at Bloomingdale's because she married. You can't even say your ex if you got it. If you got it annulled, can you say your ex anymore? It didn't exist. It didn't happen.
Him to spite her ex.
Yeah.
And then when he probably got wind of it and was like, bet I'm going to one-up you and use someone who was like your friend.
Yep.
You were insanely jealous. So, yeah.
Not to bring it back to RJ, but him losing his shit in that car. And spinning out into that dust cloud, and you, like, last second, you see all the dirt, like, fly in the window. I was like, oh my god, did they die? Especially after Tannen. They, like, show her accident, and it's like the car was flipped, and then boom. And he gets out of the car, and he's like, can you tell me what I did wrong? And Tannen goes, everything. I was like, yeah. You know they wanted them out of that car.
Yeah, they were done after that.
Yeah.
Whether they were really done or not, they were just like, yeah, we're done. But I kept looking to see if the car was rolled. When I saw the car was still up, I was like, okay, it's good. They just got a bunch of dirt in there.
I know, but I'm like, did it flip and just land back?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, as someone who flipped her car, it was a little triggering, but I was glad that they were safe.
It's crazy because, speaking of triggering, I feel like there was a lot of emotional damage in Palm Springs. Like, the Tommy and MJ of it all. You've got Denis and Gigi, and then Gigi screaming at Sky and everyone at the around everyone at the restaurant. And I feel like Natasha and Amir,
Oh, yeah.
it was like silent, but they got massacred. Like this trip.
No one was.
They're
sympathetic
annoyed.
to them.
They're not. Everyone's annoyed that they're either staying at the hotel or disappearing. But I mean, Gigi knew not to bring her kid to that house. Like, you could tell that it's gonna get loud. There's gonna be shit happening.
Not everybody has family or someone to watch their children, though.
Well, and they do, though, because someone's watching the kid while they are there filming.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
maybe they just want them nearby. Maybe just like us, we don't trust anyone.
I get it, and I'm not saying anything about that. I'm just saying that the cast is annoyed, and you can tell because they keep calling, where are you guys? How long is this gonna take? What are you gonna do? And I understand both sides because it's a job.
Yeah.
You're here to film. It's not just, oh, we're catching you in the moment. Like, you are under contract. But Natasha, she has gotten steamrolled. Like,
yeah,
she opens up and that she talks about being happy, right, for Amir, but that she was happy that his deceased wife's spirit or presence was there with the kids and her and him and
accepts her and likes her.
But she's uncomfortable. And that's when they start to ask the real questions.
Yeah.
Like, have you had the conversation with him to ask if he's still in love with her? And then outside, the guys are asking. I was like, oh, how convenient. The guys are like, are you still in love with her? And he's like, obviously, like, she's gone and I can't really be, but I'm in love with the memory. And that whole scene, this couple really, like, puts us through the emotional ringer watching.
Yeah.
But she finally says that she does have questions. She just doesn't know how to ask them. And then he's telling the guys, well, she just doesn't bring it up. You know, they need to see someone.
Yeah, it's not healthy to not talk about those issues and for them both to avoid it like that. That, pain doesn't go away. You got to process it. You got to accept it. You got to work on it, but like it doesn't go away.
It made more sense when MJ talked about how it wasn't just that they wanted a family together, right? They were actively pursuing. So they had embryos frozen. The wife that passed.
Oh my gosh, I got chills.
It did take it to another level. It did make it a lot more emotional. I feel, not that any grief is any less than any grief, but
yeah.
It took it to a level, and she felt like she was always the second option, and that's awful, because how do you really help someone in that moment? Because it isn't fair to him to be like, you can't still love or care about her, you know what I mean? Because what difference does that make?
Yeah.
But at the same...
You can't compare yourself to her.
You can't, and then you also can't feel guilt that you were the one that got that life.
Yeah.
Because that's not healthy.
How it works.
Exactly. I mean, he's scared to have that conversation too. So it's like, I don't know. They need to work on it together.
Yeah, I agree. It's something that it needs to be addressed. Maybe next episode. Maybe they're building up to it.
I hope so. Something's building up because it's already a screaming match.
Yeah.
With Gigi and Sky, and honestly, I'm ready for Sky to go. Did you hear her like act all of a sudden like she was gonna be so violent and she was gonna fight Gigi back? And I'm like, oh, you look so Beverly Hills right now. You fit right in the valley.
She was like telling everyone they were beneath her. I'm like, girl, you don't get it. Everyone was just complaining to you that you act this way, and then you just showed them exactly what they were telling you were doing that you were claiming you didn't do.
all
So
the effort to look so
I was disgusted by her.
high maintenance, and all it does is cheapen the group.
There were some things that I genuinely agreed with her on, and then she acted like that, and I was like, oh girl, I am just thoroughly disgusted with you. I washed my hands clean of her.
Yeah,
I just couldn't.
I'm done with Sky.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, where do you go from there?
Hopefully home. I hope she goes
Back
home.
to the valley.
Yeah.
Back to the valley with you. I hope you choke and get food poisoning on all that terrible food.
Ooh, damn. Literally. Well, I guess that's all we have today, right? For the Valley Persh.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. So, if you want Sky to get food poisoning, make sure.
Yeah. Make sure that you put that in the comments.
Yeah. Like and follow if you want her to get food
Yeah.
poisoning. All right.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, guys. Reality in 5D with Matt
And Courtney.
Bye.